Well, yesterday I woke up to no power. And I looked at the fuse panel and it says reverse polarity, and all of a sudden reverse polarity, nope, doesn't make sense. And went out and looked at the stanchion and it looked good. And then I came down and looked at my plug. Yeah, it melted. Common. Sucks. And the big problem here is it also got my cord. So thank goodness for Amazon overnight delivery, and I got a new outlet and plug. However, I didn't pay attention and I got a plug instead of, it's a plug instead of the female. So I do have a boat here that I'm selling, and it has a 30 amp cord, so I can at least use that for today, so I can get some power. But yeah, so now I am marking out this hole because this is a little bit bigger than the hole. So I love boats. So now I'm going to try and make that hole bigger. Yeah, wish me luck. All right, I finally got the hole. I was getting worried because it is very close to this, and the last one I had to cut a little bit wider, and I was afraid it was not gonna fit, but this will line up perfectly in there. So now I just have to screw them in there. It's pretty nice. This particular one is pretty well marked, white, black, and green. So you can't really screw it up. So yeah, we're just gonna hook that up and get it going. All right, I got it all connected. I had needed both hands for this, and I don't have my tripod, but I got it in there nice and tight. And now we can put it down. Gotta make sure. There we go. Like that. So, doesn't make a difference which way the cup is, but the wires, I want it to open this way. And it has a gasket here, but I always want to bead a 4200 around it, just to keep it, watertight. All right, so let me screw this in and then we'll test it. All right, it is screwed down. So now I'll just silicone it. There's a little gap over here, so I didn't get this completely squared down, which sucks, but I will silicone around it and it'll be watertight. All right, I'm gonna go get our cord and we'll test it. All right, we are plugged in. Power's on at the dock. Let's go down. Let's get our flashlight. And we have 120 volts and no lights coming on, so we are good to go. All right. Well, that kind of sucked, but thankfully Amazon came to the rescue, and with that overnight, I only had to go one night. I do have my solar that I lived on, and just so you understand, right now I have 500 watts of solar and 300 amp hour of lithium batteries. With my 2 refrigerators going,